Here we're going to work on a leg yield in hand. To do lateral work in hand requires that your horse understands the basics of in-hand work, and I've done a video on it before. If you're not sure what that is, check it out and make sure that your horse understands how to respond to the drive aid with suppleness in the front end and how to move with you in rhythm. So here what we're going to do is start getting in tempo with each other. And then what I'm going to do is once he's nice and straight, I'm going to ask him to step over and then forward, over, forward, over, forward, which is what a leg yield is. Coming out of the leg yield, his neck should be longer, he should be straighter, and he should be more relaxed. So the goal of a leg yield is to have the horse move away from the inside aids and straighten the outside of the body and lengthen the outside of the body. So here he's following the rhythm of my body. I'm going to ask him to step away a little and then straighten, away a little and straighten, away a little and straighten. And what that's asking him to do is to bring his inside hind a little deeper under the body, to lengthen the outside of the body, and to get a little straighter. So that's the purpose of a leg yield, or one of the purposes of a leg yield. I'm asking him to go over by moving my own feet over and just a little assistance with the whip. And it's very important before you do this that the whip does not create tension or anxiety in the horse, that the whip should create suppleness and should relax the shoulders and the neck. And with my hand is just guiding his head to sort of stay in the middle. I don't want a ton of flexion. It's very easy to overbend the horse. I just want his nose to be slightly over his left foot. So I like to check my work and not focus so much on the movement itself, but the preparation for the work and how the horse feels coming out of the movement. So coming into the leg yield is almost more important than the leg yield itself, and coming out of the leg yield should show the benefit of the work. So we come in with a good rhythm, we come in prepared well, I kind of walk my way down to the halter, and we should just be able to float over. And as I come out of the leg yield, he should feel straighter and more relaxed. So there, as I release him, his neck comes down and he's nice and straight. If he were to get tense or to kind of run away from me or to be a little more wobbly after the leg yield, then I would know something didn't work for him. So I'm going to change directions and go the other way. And it's worth noting that this horse really struggled to move left to right not long ago because he was very, very overdeveloped and very crooked on that side. So this has really helped him tremendously to learn to relax the left side of his body. And now we're doing the same thing. First we get in time together. Nice and straight. And then we're going to float over. So you'll see that the head comes down. He's looking at some of his buddies over the fence here, so that's not the time to ask him to do something other than to just come back to me. So there are moments where you can ask something with a horse and moments where it's not the right time. And it's not the right time if you're not in rhythm together. If there's a distraction, then those are the times to ask them to come back to you, get back in sync, and then we can flow again. So there we're flowing. It's pretty typical to have one side feel different than the other, so it's no big deal. But you want to respect that and not ask one side to feel exactly like the other. You are working toward that, but what I'm asking for this side to do is to be its best, not to be just like the other side. So I'm looking for 1% improvement each time, maybe asking for a little more reach than before, but I'm not going to expect it to feel just like the other side. So we'll see if we can stay together past his buddies here. I also try not to demand a horse's attention, but I try to bring something for the horse to give attention to. So when the horse is looking at his buddies, I try not to just say, don't look there. I try to say, come back here to this feel because it's relaxing and feels nice here. So then he has a reason to want to be with me. And then as we go around each time, he's going to pay a little less mind to his friends and a little more to the work we're doing. So we're flowing together, neck's nice and long and straight. And we can step just a step or two over. So we have a little less mobility on this side today. than we do on the other side, and that's okay. It's important that I don't get him kinked up or tight or worried. Lateral work should make the horse feel very confident and very happy. If the lateral work you're doing is not making your horse feel better, then it might be he's not prepared well enough, it isn't the right time to do it, or he's a little tight. They're getting a little excited over here, so I'll let him look for just a second, then I'll ask him to come back to work. It's a cold, rainy day, so this is a really nice way to warm up before you get on. We got through that little moment. He's back with me. And here we're flowing again together. So we have a leg yield from left to right and a leg yield from right to left. With a looser horse, longer neck, soft jaw, nice expression.